Yo, what is up YouTube? It's your boy Junior here, and tonight we have a special video. Well, not that special, but you know, we're gonna be talking about the settings and what kind of settings you're supposed to be using for this 2023 Rocket League season. Every season, players switch their settings A to Z. It's like every single time they switch their settings, they do a lot of crazy stuff, and it's all because of the settings. So tonight we're going to be talking about the settings and what kind of settings you're supposed to be using for this Rocket League season 12. So let's get on to the video, shall we? So the settings that you want to be using for your camera, I personally, you know, when I was playing Rocket League back in the time, I used to have, everybody used to play with default settings, right? You know, everybody had the camera shake and everything like that. Well, normally you do not want to have camera shake on because it's gonna fuck you up. That's what happened to me. But what you want to do is you want to switch your settings. If you want to do all that crazy stuff, and you know, the higher you get into your ranks, the higher you get to a certain type of level in the game, you have to change your settings. So this is what I have. I have field of view. My field of view used to be in the 108. It used to be on 108, right? That used to be my field of view, but it was too small. What you want to have is 109 to 1010. Normally players and pro players use 110 FOV, but there's some players that like to use 109. Now, if you're that person that likes to use your FOV in 105 and everything like that, you are insane. Let me tell you that you are insane, and you're playing on difficult FOV. Like you see everything too closely, and it's not good. It's not gonna help you at all, okay? So make sure your FOV is in 110. I like to play it in 1010, and normally some people like to play 109. But anyways, let's get on to the next. Distance. Okay, so look, I used to play, my distance used to be 260. It was a good thing. Normally a lot of pro players like to keep it in 250 to 260, and some of the other pro players have it on 270 to 280. Now, I have mine in 270, so it gives me a little bit of a good advantage of not too far, but not too close. You know what I'm saying? So it's like in the middle of the half. So 270 is pretty good. You want to keep it there. Now, let's go on to the next, to the height. 100 should be okay for anybody. I'm personally, for you guys thinking, you know, some of you guys are thinking, what kind of settings are you basically using? These settings are kind of familiar. Yes, they are kind of familiar. I am using my boy App Jack, aka apparently Jack's settings, so they're pretty good. I'm honestly rocking with them. I've been doing really great. I've been doing a lot of aerials. It helps me get into a, you know, really good momentum in the air, and it's really good. I don't know why a lot of people that don't like their bindings and stuff, so I'm like, you know what, I personally think they are really good settings, and I think they're gonna help me out, and they're gonna help you guys out too. But anyways, let's go to the height. I like to keep mine in 100. Even I used to have them in 90. Okay, I used to keep the height angle used to be in 90, but now I played in 100, and it's perfectly amazing. It's really good. So keep that in 100. Your angle should be a -5. Okay, I used to kept it in -6. And both are good. You know, you can use -6 or you can use -5, but honestly, me personally, I like to keep it on -5. But if you want it on -6, you can keep it on -6. It really is not a big difference between these two. It's really almost, if you think about it, it's kind of the same. I don't know. Me personally, I think it's kind of the same. But -5 should be pretty good for you guys. Stiffness. Okay, the stiffness. I've been telling my bros that, you know, some of them have it in 45 to 50 in stiffness, but I like to keep mine in 40, just because when I saw apparently Jack's doing a lot of great moves on his, you know, in the series and every single video he does, he keeps it on 40, and I was like, you know what, let me try 40, because I used to be on 50, but 40 is pretty good. It should be in there, pretty good stiff. You're gonna feel yourself less loose and less heavy, you know. So keeping 0.40. Now your swivel speed, 2.20. It should be, normally a lot of players like to keep it in 230 or 210. but me personally, keep it in 220 just because it's gonna help you get more of that looseness and a lot of great, you know, move. So keep that in 2.20. Now, transition speed. Let me tell you that. Okay, so transition speed is normally the camera between the camera. Okay, so every single time you move the camera. Now let me show you something. And what I mean by the camera, normally it's the ball cam. So the ball cam, a lot of people think, you know, if you keep it low, it's better, but it's not. So look, right now it's like this, right? It's fast, but let me show you something. You see how fast that is? You see how fast, how it moves and everything like that? So yeah, that's how the camera is. That's how the camera is. But if you put it in the lows, like let's say you want to put it, some people have it in 1.50. I don't agree, because look, then it's very slow. You know, it kind of doesn't give you enough time to like kind of react to a play that's happening. I used to keep it on 150. I used to keep it, but it's not perfectly fine. It's me personally, I think you should switch it up a bit. I know some of you guys are gonna be like, oh, I'm sick, you know, it's super fast, I can't even control it, but you will, I promise you, it's a little bit more better. It helps you a lot momentum, and it's just gonna be a little bit much better. Anyways, let's get on to the settings. So, and of course you want to keep your inverted swivel on. It makes it better movement. Please keep it on. So normally my steering sensitivity used to be in 1.50 to 1.60. So I used to have it in 1.60, but since I got more loose in the air, you want to keep yourself a little bit more loose. Okay, be loose and get used to the looseness. You want to get very loose in the air. If you're trying to go for aerial plays, cool. If you're trying to be in the ground play, like if you're not willing to be up in the sky, keep it to 150, 145 minimum, or 160. It depends all what you want to, you know, what you want to, like how do you feel in these settings, okay? But normally 1.40 should be perfectly fine. Why? Because if you want to feel loose up in the air and in the ground as well, keep it to 1.40. It's going to help you very, you know, try and get more faster, feel loose, but honestly get more touches in the ball, so it should be fine for you guys. Aerial sensitivity, the same thing I was talking about, 1.64 should be okay. Don't go more higher than 170, or don't go lower to a 150. Keep it around 1.60 to 1.64. That should be fine, or 65. Either way, keep it right there. Controller dead zone, 0.05 should be okay. I used to have it on 0.8. Both are pretty good anyways. They're really good anyway. So 0.5 should be there for you. Keep it there. It used to be in 1.8, but I think 0.5 should be perfectly fine for you guys. Dodge dead zone should be in 0.60. Please do not go higher than 60. I beg you. I've put it in 70 before. It is not good. I put it in 80. It is insane. No, keep it in 60. You do not want to keep on going more than that, because it's not good. I have no explanations, but if you go higher than that, bro, you're messed up. Okay, you're messed up. Keep it in 0.60, please, I beg you. And control of vibration, please just do default or take it off. It doesn't matter, but I don't know why I like to feel the ball touch. Some people say that you should take it off because it helps you more and not to consist on the ball touch. And if you don't have it, like some people like to have it in disabled, and some people like to keep it in all and everything. But please, I recommend you do not put it all. It's just gonna fuck you up. Trust me, it's gonna fuck you up. So don't go there. You don't want to go there. Okay. Default. If I were you, I'll put it in default, like regular setting, or disable it. Some people like to put disable because they want to feel more air time and more ball touch without feeling the vibration of your controller. So I don't know. Me personally, I like to keep it on default. Really never moved it ever since I played. So me personally, default. But if you want it, put it disabled. Just don't put all. Vibrations and sorry. keep that in 1.00. Just keep it on 1. Honestly, I have no explanation on that. I really don't know what it does, but keep it on 1. Don't know. I've always kept it on 1. It's really, I don't see any change, but keep it there. And of course, your ball camera mode toggle eventually. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is all I have for you. Thank you very much for being in today's little mini video. If you liked it, you know, like, comment, share this. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna help you out. I promise. The air feels very better up in the air. You know, it's just gonna help you out a lot. It's gonna help you out a lot. And you know, if you like this video, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget, we're trying to hit 100 subscribers. So stay tuned, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Hasta la vista, baby. Peace.
Oh my God, kid season, you're crazy.
All of my diamonds to hit, I believe it. If you got money, then give me a feature. Straps on my body.